Servers and bartenders, watch out. On today's episode, 5 shady ways restaurants treat staff. All right, let's jump in. Number 1, having to come in on your day off to clean the restaurant and bar for tipped minimum wage. Look, I have definitely used cleaning days. However, tipped minimum wage should be when, you're around people that can tip you. On the days that you're working, there's obviously setup in the bar and restaurant and cleanup. I'm talking about you coming in on a full cleaning day. Number 2, at the end of the night when you pull your drawer and you're counting it down with your manager and the drawer happens to be off, being asked to pay the difference. This to me is a write-up. It's improper cash handling. And if it continues to happen, you should probably be terminated. But reaching into your own pocket to pay the difference is shady. Full disclosure though, back when I was running bars in the 2000s, this was pretty common practice. So I'm guilty of doing it. Number 3, paying for walkouts. I just don't understand places that do this, making their staff pay for somebody else who's an asshole. Same with chargebacks, to where restaurants, bars will make you pay if a credit card gets a chargeback. Again, not your dance. Number 4, a tight clopen. As mentioned in a previous video, a clopen is a close open. But when somebody leaves the restaurant at 2 and then you're expecting them to be back at 9, that doesn't really give them a lot of time, to sleep. And I get it, there are people that request it. They volunteer for clopens. To me, that's just a recipe for burnout for the staff. And if your restaurant is requiring it, that just says they don't care about your time. Number 5, telling staff not to clock in. Again, I'm guilty in having done this in so much as I knew servers were not clocking in until they got to their first table. And knowing that servers were doing this under my watch, I should have been more mindful at the time. This especially happens when a restaurant doesn't want to pay overtime and a server knows that they're making most of their money when they're getting tipped. So when they're getting ready for their shift, they just don't clock in, hoping that way they don't go into overtime and they can pick up an extra shift. What happens if the server gets hurt during that time? If you've ever had the unfortunate experience of playing with a workers' comp, not being clocked in and getting hurt, that is an uphill battle. All right, that's it. If you're working in a place that's practicing any of these, you might want to think about moving to another restaurant. By the way, the original title of this was 5 Illegal Practices. However, doing some research, I found out that not all of them are illegal. It's wild to me that any of these are allowable under any circumstances in any state. It's not shady? This book, The Surprise Restaurant Manager. What a terrible transition that was. You know where to get it. Thank you to all the subscribers. I'm going to be on the road for a few weeks with a client, so look for some footage of me in a hotel. And if you ever want to reach out, my email is in the link below. Love to hear from you. Thank you so much. Take care.